Dr. Sandra Lee, aka Dr. Pimple Popper, is poking, prodding, and jumping at every challenge thrown her way. This season is bringing on a whole lot of firsts and even more life-changing transformations.
Take a look.
Oh my God. It's gone.
I don't feel that.
Oh, that's sweet.
It's definitely been a rare sunshine.
That was amazing.
Dr. Lee, Dr. Lee. I ran out of all options. I didn't know where to go. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Lord, thank you.
Oh, I love it. I love it so much. Joining us this morning to talk about the brand new season of the hit TV series, Dr. Pimple Popper, and to help us get our skin popping in time for spring, is the founder of SLMD Skincare and star of Dr. Pimple Popper on TLC, Dr. Sandra Lee herself.
Alex Lee, Sandra Lee.
Yes, very nice to make your acquaintance.
Power names.
We must be related in some way.
Yes. I mean, I should be so lucky.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Come on.
Thank you for joining us.
Thanks for being here.
Season 5?
Yes, season 5. It's been quite a while. I mean, I think we're approaching 100 episodes now. That's a lot of pops. A lot of big pops. Let me just tell you that.
You start. It's interesting because when I was reading about you, because I feel like I know you.
Yes.
You're watching your show. I said that during the pandemic, she brought me calm. You
Oh,
literally.
Isn't that funny?
You literally.
It makes people happy.
Yeah. It
You would
literally.
think,
Yeah.
It sure as heck makes me happy.
Yes,
Yeah.
I feel like it doesn't give so many people anxiety, which I feel like you might think that with this, but it really makes you feel good about the world and humanity. And just
Yes.
It is.
More people need to pop.
I think, and it sort of gets our minds off of things that we would normally stress over.
Yeah.
But as I got to know you on social media, I realized that it was social media that started you on this journey, which I did not realize, because you did not set out to become this Dr. Pimple Popper.
No, I didn't even know that this was a thing until I posted a blackhead extraction video like way early on. I was like one of the first doctors that actually posted things.
That's right.
And I got this reaction. Like people were either loving it or they were disgusted by it.
But they couldn't
either
stop
way,
watching.
Yeah, and either way they tagged their friends. And so like it just became a thing, and I just kept throwing another blackhead log on the fire and just growing it bigger and bigger, and then look, I got like a television show, which is so amazing.
5
and this
seasons.
show makes me look so good. It's just such an amazing feel good. You know, it makes you just feel good about people.
It doesn't make you look good.
No,
you
it does
make you look
Yes.
good. They just happen to highlight the parts that viewers think we want to see, but you are a
They
good
do. They
person.
highlight the good parts about it. Yes, all the good parts. Yes.
And we were just talking off air about how it's watching it. It's like a release in more ways than one, and it really is. It's much deeper than that. I'm like trying not to speak in puns, but here we go.
No,
it's much deeper than that.
Right. People actually use it to help them to sleep
Yes.
too, right? Like you may be. Yes, isn't it fascinating?
It is
Yes,
so
it is
cathartic.
fascinating.
I don't know something about it. It's very calming to watch that. But you're also you're helping people because
Yes,
this is
it's
their
nice,
skin,
yes.
man. This is what we wear.
There's always a happy ending, which is really good, right?
Yeah.
I love it. So, I mean, I know this is probably a loaded question, but is there a case that you can pinpoint that is just super memorable for you?
Yes. I mean, do you want me to describe them here?
Yes.
Like, okay. I mean, the
Please.
cases on the show are really big cases, obviously. And it's so much about the personality of the person, too, that you fall in love with the person, as well as their condition, so that when you can help them, you just feel so much better for that person. There's a guy with a little chip on his shoulder, you know, that it almost looks like he has an extra arm coming off of him, like a big lipoma like that. There's a cute guy that has this little cyst on his head that he put a little hat on, so it was kind of like a head on a head, like a little bolero cap. You know, just like that. At least you can kind of poke fun at things, but you know, inside you know that they're hurting, though.
Sure.
You know what I mean? Like you have to just kind of handle it in any way you can, and they haven't been able to find help. So it's so nice to be able to be that person and to be able to get to see that too, how it changes people's lives, because doctors do that all the time. Right. Everybody does that. You guys change lives too, but I get to see it. So
Well,
it's so
hardly.
You know?
I wonder when you're doing one sip of that water at a time. You are a physician. You've been doing this for many years. You are trained at what you do. Do you ever get grossed out? Do you ever look at something and say, "Oh my, I don't know if I can do this"?
Actually, no, because it's a mindset at work. You really don't want to make people feel embarrassed. That's like the worst thing. Can you imagine you go to see your doctor and you're already embarrassed of this,
and they're
then
like,
they go,
"Oh, too bad
that
for
is
you."
stinky.
Right.
Yeah, like it's not. So we have that mindset that you're just like, oh, well, that's the way it was supposed to be, or, you know, very matter of fact, you know. So that's, it also helps you to not get grossed out. I'm more grossed out by other bodily fluids, okay? I'm not like a lover of bodily fluids like I may have heard other people like to say, you know.
Switching to just start doing colonoscopies.
Please.
I don't like
We cannot
anything
lose
else
you,
like
Dr.
that.
Pimple
Yes,
Popper.
yes.
Can we just clarify something?
This was a very polarizing thing this morning.
Is there a, well, we're not getting to that polarizing
sorry.
thing yet. I have I have 1,000,001 questions, but for time's sake, we're going to streamline it a little bit. Is there a way that you should or should not be popping your own pimples? Should you be I know you like technically shouldn't be doing it at all.
Good job, good answer.
That's
you
what
know
she told
very
me.
well.
Sometimes
She said an emergency.
Yes.
I feel like she's talking to me, and
Yes.
she told me,
Right.
don't
Yes,
pop it
you know
yourself.
I'm going to say that.
Yeah.
But you know, there is a certain time when you have that big pimple and you have
Yes.
something really important,
Yes.
Like
right,
face
a
on
show every
television.
day, like
Yeah.
that kind of thing. Well, obviously, you might know this already that you want to have a good relationship with your dermatologist, so you can have it injected and it can make it go down really quickly. But a lot of us don't have that opportunity, so you really should keep your hands off of it. But there is a perfect and only time to really pop your pimple, so to speak. It's when it's the most superficial on your skin, when it's kind of like that whiteheaded
Yes, the
pustule,
white,
because you're not going to traumatize your skin so much. Because I think the deeper it is, the more you squeeze it, and it's not going to do anything and make it worse, and that has an increased potential to scar.
Yes,
like
which is then just doing
damage in the
way
long run.
longer than if you
Way more
just let the
damage.
pimple run its course.
You guys already know everything, though. I feel like I need to sit here.
Because I'm
and-
watching you. From watching you. And I was going to say, and I would hear Dr. Lee in my head say, I'm not hurting you, right? Like that
Yes,
is.
that's my T-shirt. Yes, that's my T-shirt.
I
Oh, we gotta
literally
get
said
on
that
it,
to
right,
my
yes.
kid the other day. I bonked him on the head by mistake on the trunk. I opened the trunk and I was closing him and I didn't
these poor
realize it. And
children.
I said, I didn't hurt you, right? And he goes, well, if you did, are you going to apologize? And I said, did I? He goes, no, you didn't. But I heard you
thought,
in my
yes,
head say, I didn't hurt you, right? So
That's so funny. You are an OG. You know that, right? You know that.
I am dedicated.
Look at this, Marisol.
Okay, to the polarizing. So we're talking
Yes.
about skin. The skin, specifically the face. You have your skincare line. Where do you stand on the face, specifically retinol?
Retinol is a great medication, a great topical. It is over the counter. There's tretinoin, which is the prescription, which is more potent. But it is not, you know, it's not dangerous or toxic to you. I mean, as long as you're not like brushing your teeth with it or spreading it on toast,
Okay, Marisol?
you're good, right? You're just putting it on your skin, and it can really, it doesn't do something super dramatic from like 1 week to the next, but over years, it can help to minimize fine lines and things like that. But you have good genes too, just being Hispanic, right? It's like you have some anti-aging.
skin, don't
yes,
care.
greasy. That's your own built-in moisturizer.
Thank you.
Look at this.
Built-in moisturizer.
You really
Built-in
do know
moisturizer.
everything from her show.
I learned everything. Alex does the thing, and I said, be careful. I just, you know, this is, you
you do
only
the
have
thing and
one
be-
skin. You only have one
Yes,
skin.
you do.
Make
You
it
do.
last.
Right.
Make it
Well,
last.
that's what we're trying to do.
Yeah.
I mean, nobody has, you haven't heard about like these, you know, breaking news of somebody that bore a hole through their skin because they're using retinol.
You're
right?
very
We're
true.
okay.
I mean,
Yes.
it wouldn't. Well, it wouldn't be. I don't want to say it wouldn't be out there if it was going to be that
Right.
bad. But
it's
it
been
wouldn't be,
around for generations, really. It's been
you know,
around for a while.
estheticians and dermatologists are the ones who were getting it.
Okay.
For the most part.
I'm going to go out west and visit her.
Great. Let's send a camera crew.
We'll
for
have carbs together and stuff.
Thank you.
Ooh.
Rice,
Rice,
and pasta.
rice,
Oh, God,
Rice and
please.
pasta.
We need to bury this.
Can we talk about for those of you who know, the depow versus the blackhead
Wow.
versus the lipoma,
You get the
which is the
word,
most
yes.
difficult to do?
Well, the best one to do is the dilated pore of wine.
For those who don't know, explain what it is.
It is the most beautiful giant blackheads that come out so perfectly, like just pop out, no blood, no
mess.
gore, no mess, not even needing anesthesia. You're just like, oh wow, there it is.
There it is.
Like a beautiful little gift basket.
Yes,
for-
it is. It is a fantastic thing. It's just such a release. I see it too. Like I get sucked in because I'm not actually a naturally born popaholic. I do not chase people down the road or my kids. No, I never did that until I realized that people like this.
Yeah.
And I was like, this is crazy. Who are these people? And I thought, but I could be your queen.
Yeah.
Right? So I was like, this is the thing. And then I started to edit my own videos, and then I realized that I was getting hypnotized by my own videos.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, I get it now. What's happening? Yes, I did it to myself.
There's just like that feeling inside, and you're just like,
It is. I don't know what it is. It's like this release.
Yes.
It's like, or it's like riding a roller coaster, and like just like the endorphins, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
So there do have to be some endorphins in there for
Yes.
sure.
I would think so. I know a couple of your patients. You've followed up with them. How often do you get to do that? How important is that? aside from the show, but how important is that for you as a physician, as someone who's dedicated your life to this kind of work?
I mean, of course, it's really important. I would love to see how somebody is years later, certainly, you know, and I just get to see one little snippet of their life, but I do think that a lot of the things, especially in the show that we do that are so transformative because they're such big things, it really changes their life, because sometimes you can see somebody and you talk to them and like you're the only person that like stranger that they've spoken to in maybe years, because they're in their home, they're afraid to go out, they don't want to, they're embarrassed by the way they look, they can't hide it in any way. And so for you to see that change, and then they're now out doing normal things that we all take for granted, just walking out your front door,
So true.
and they wanted to do it too. There's nothing stopping them other than this growth, right? It's really like wonderful to see. So
You're
I feel so
changing
special.
lives
I just
and
feel really
helping the
fortunate
masses.
to be a part of it, right?
Thank you. We thank you so much for your work and for being here
course.
with us.
Yes.
Dr.
Such a
Lee.
pleasure.
I'm so fortunate that you guys are fans. So.
Oh,
Yes.
please.
Yes.
The biggest. And you can watch season 5 of Dr. Pimple Popper Wednesday, April 5th at 9 p.m. on TLC. There she is.
There
Popaholics
she
right
is.
here on this couch.
Thank you so much.